Hey guys, what's up? I'm Erica. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're doing a Goodwill bins haul. I went to the San Francisco bins last weekend. I got a good amount of stuff. I paid $37 for everything. I'm not exactly sure how much is in this haul. I think though it's probably around $1 a piece. Most of it is for reselling, some of it's for keeping. I got a lot of stuff, so let's just get into it. This is a Brandy Melville cardigan. I want to try this on. I feel like it actually could be pretty cute. Then I don't know this brand, but Another Girl is the brand, and at first when I saw this I was like, is this a Shein top? Because it does kind of look like that, but when I looked up the brand it looked kind of expensive. But when I looked more into it, I mean, like it was like $100 for a dress. Probably just for this little crop top was maybe like $50. So I think I'm just gonna sell this in person. I think that like Crossroads or Plato's Closet will like this a lot. Then I got this Victoria's Secret like bodysuit, this lace bodysuit, and this is a vintage one, and I was like on the fence, but I looked some stuff up, and on Depop I saw a lot of vintage ones that look like this were selling for like $50. So I figured I might as well try because it is literally so light. I know people like love this vintage lingerie stuff that literally weighs nothing, so I figured it was worth a shot. This might be one of, well actually I don't know, this is probably one of the highest retail items I found at the bins, but the resale value is definitely not there. So I found these in a bin that a lot of people had been through, and they're actually the real tags on them, so immediately I knew it was going to be something somewhat good. These are Giorgio Armani pants. They're like women's trousers. I don't know if I'll have a lot of luck selling them. They definitely do not maintain their retail value, but they probably retailed for like $1,000. Unfortunately though, I think I'll be lucky to get like $30 for them. Then I found this New With Tags Everlane dress. This is like a corduroy, like bubble puff sleeve, New With Tags. This is just a little basic Zara black skirt, but definitely a wardrobe staple. I got this Lululemon gray little like tennis skirt. I think this is an older style. The size tag doesn't have like the style name or anything. Then I got another Lululemon skirt. This is another older style. It's got like the old zipper that is like rounded. This one's a bit like sportier, and it's got like the shorts underneath. The other one is like almost just like a normal skirt. There's no like athletic shorts under them, and it's like out of a more cotton. And this is like their normal short material. Then I found this black skirt, which I believe is Ella Moss, which I think is sold at Anthropologie. So this has this little tag on the inside on the tag that's like a barcode, which from my experience I used to rent with, I forget which like fashion thing I was renting from for a hot second, kind of like Newly or one of those. This is how they would stamp their clothes. So I'm seeing stuff like this more often at the bins and Goodwill, and normally when I see that, it indicates to me that it was probably part of one of those like clothing things, and maybe somebody purchased it or maybe the brand donated it. I would assume most of the time it's like probably a somewhat valuable brand if someone wants to rent it versus buy it. Then I found this, which I honestly am not sure whether it's a skirt or a dress. I feel like there's maybe a Free People or some popular brand. I don't know what brand this is though. I can't find a brand tag, but I think you could either tie it up top and it'd be like a strapless dress or wear it lower. But I did try it on, and the lining is not long enough to like go all the way if you're wearing it as a dress, so maybe it's not. It's way too long on me as a skirt. I feel like it's very trendy. These like big white flowy skirts are very in these days. Then these I think are Uniqlo. Yeah, they're Uniqlo, which I know actually some people say that like they can sell some of their outerwear stuff pretty well, and they do have some nice pieces, but normally it's not a brand that I normally pick up. But these are plaid shorts, which I feel like kind of fit with the boxer trend thing. I also found these Viore sweatpants. Viore is, I feel like, one of the hottest brands for athletic wear right now. I used to get a lot more vintage stuff. I kind of moved away from that just because it's very hit or miss if you're trying to resell. Like reselling online to me is kind of a pain to resell vintage stuff because a lot of times sizing is different. Just weird, and then on top of that, like there's normally some wear to it, or it's just harder. And then in person it's like I can see something and have a vision, but like if I take it to Crossroads or Plato's, that someone whom I'm selling it to might not have that same vision. But I was kind of feeling more into it again, so I got this gingham jacket, which I think is fun. Gingham I feel like is so trendy right now. Then again, this is something that I was just like, I might as well just try this. It literally weighs nothing. This is, I think, a swim cover-up, but I just actually thought it'd be a really cute like mini skirt. It's got some fringe at the bottom, so I just wanted to try it. This I am 100% sure is not real. It is an Hermes scarf, and it's fraying and the little stitching that hasn't come undone I feel like doesn't look great. I picked it up anyways just because it literally weighs nothing. I've actually sold a fake YSL or Dior or something scarf at Plato's Closet, even though, you know, they technically advertise that they don't sell fakes, but I've definitely sold stuff that was like knockoff of things that are very obviously knocked off. Obviously there's people who buy that stuff. And also I picked this up because I was like worried, like what if it was real, and I was so stupid and left it behind even though it's very clearly not. Then I found this Ed Hardy shirt, which I feel like was having such a huge moment like a year ago. I feel like on Depop people were going crazy for this type of stuff. This is just a little Urban Outfitters corset top. I feel like it's super trendy, so this is like the type of stuff that I feel like is good to pick up that's Urban Outfitters, because anything that's like an older style from Urban does not really hold this value at all. This piece, actually, I grabbed it, and then after I washed it, I realized that the strap is broken. This is another Urban piece. This is in really good shape. It's just like this polka dot little cropped cami. This is the same as the other Brandy Melville cardigan that I showed you guys earlier. This is a brown one. Guessing these were donated by the same people. This Urban Outfitters shirt, I honestly can't tell now. Like once I washed it and everything, I was looking at it again. I thought it was in like really good shape. I don't know if actually the writing on it is supposed to look kind of like faded and worn, or if it's just worn. Overall, like the t-shirt felt good, but it's just this little baby tee. Then I got this Brandy Melville long sleeve. I feel like people just love Brandy Melville and their staples. Plato's Closet has a whole section that is dedicated to Brandy Melville, so as long as it's in pretty good shape and it's not like a super outdated style, I think it's worth picking up. Then I found this towel, which normally I don't really look at like towels and bed sheets and stuff, but if you follow Jack Valentine, he is a reseller, and him and his husband pick up like a lot of homeware stuff, like pillowcases and towels and robes and things that I just immediately touch and kind of like throw to the side because I just don't immediately think that those are valuable. But when I saw this towel, I saw that it was made in Japan, and I figured that it was probably more valuable. The brand is The Citizenry. I looked it up. A bundle of towels sells for like over $200. So I only found this one, so I might just keep it. That type of stuff is something I want to look out for at the bins, just because I do think that finding like a Restoration Hardware throw blanket or pillowcases, especially if you find like matching sets, you can sell them for a good amount. And then the last thing that I found are these Ben Davies pants. When I saw them, I was not sure what they were, but they kind of look like Dickies to me. And when I did some more research on Depop, there's some people reselling them for like $150. I think they're a very trendy like workwear kind of brand, but also my boyfriend, I forgot, had mentioned to me that he had a coworker that literally only wore this brand, and he said that it was like the best quality. I don't know what the demographics are for who's buying them, whether it's people who are wearing them for work and like love the quality, or if it's people who are just trying to be trendy, or both. So that was everything that I got from the bins. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.